this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Faye Scribe, who writes to ask my opinion of the use of natural hallucinogens in magic and metaphysics. And my answer to this begins by acknowledging that many people do use hallucinogens, natural and otherwise, in their metaphysical practice, and many traditional cultures have used natural hallucinogens in their metaphysical practice, so I'm certainly not going to condemn the practice. However, I personally don't think it's a particularly desirable idea in this day and age for a number of reasons, none of which have anything to do with legality, although that can be an issue, but all of which have to do with the practical manipulation of energy. And what I would say to you is that it's much better to learn to do these things naturally rather than depending on any kind of external agent. People use these natural hallucinogens to basically force a psychic opening and a spiritual experience, which could just as easily be obtained in a natural and less dramatic manner. But to do that, you have to learn how to open and close at will, and that does take time and it can be difficult. But it's much better to know how to do that. One reason is that if for some reason you need to cut short that experience, it's as simple as grounding out the energy. Whereas if you've attained that state through an external substance, you have to wait for it to leave your body. You can't really end the experience at will. Whereas if you've learned to do it at will, you can. I also feel that it's basically easier on the body to learn to do it yourself at will, and also, of course, if you can do it yourself at will by having learned how to do it, you can do it anytime, any place without having to need that external substance, which would not always be available. So I think that it becomes a much more useful technique when you know how to do it in a natural, at-will sort of way that you have learned to turn on and turned off, rather than using something external to create it. So that would be my point of view on the subject. I hope you find it interesting, and until next time, may you blessed be. Today's vlog is brought to us by the term destiny.
Destiny. Destiny refers, ultimately, to the lessons afforded one in life, the chances for growth and advancement which will be placed in our path. What we do with these lessons, of course, is our own. It can be positive or negative according to our choices, rather than any preset destiny. But the lessons themselves are chosen and agreed on prior to birth, to try to stimulate growth the soul needs and desires. Consequently, it can be said that life gives us opportunities that we cannot avoid or short-circuit, because we have asked for them before entering this life. But what the outcome of these opportunities might be is a result of our own choices and actions.